Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine with Rita Owen. Good morning. The background is a picture that I took in the night sky the other day. And I think it's just so pretty. I love the colors. And it's like, I don't know, you guys know where I'm at, but I love it. And I wanted to put that on there for the backdrop. So good morning, good morning. Rise and shine. It's a beautiful day. Even though it's dark outside, cloudy outside, it's still a beautiful day regardless. Because we're awake, we're breathing God's air, we're moving forward in our lives. And it's going to be a beautiful day because we said so. So there it is. Oh my goodness. It was a great weekend. I can't believe it's over already. Good morning. Good morning. Rise and shine. I just love it. And then, oh my gosh. So my voice is a little raspy. I will say that. So whoever asked me if I smoked, a little cold is trying to settle in and I'm not letting it settle. So what I did was this weekend, I've been watching these little recipes, for like chloroquine and your, simmering grapefruit and lemon rinds, which I did on Friday. And my throat was all swollen on Friday evening. And then in the morning time, because I took a bunch of it. Good morning. Hello. And then this morning, Saturday morning, I woke up and the swelling and all that, the sore throat was gone. But there is a little bit of a cold trying to settle into my lungs and I'm not going to let it happen. So I've been taking that stuff. It definitely tastes like rind. You did that as well? You guys, you know what? It's so hilarious and people laugh at me all the time because I do the coffee and the lemon that I found obviously on TikTok. Use it every morning. I do too. I use it at night and in the morning. And so I do the coffee thing. But you know what I did with my lemons? I should have brought my grapefruit with me today. But anyway, with my lemons that were left over, I just put it in my little Ninja and then I put that in my coffee. So I have the coffee and my ground up lemons. You use it every morning. I love it. Yes. So honestly, and then I also have olive leaf vitamins that I got from the health food store. Olive leaf. It also helps with like colds or any kind of bacteria or any kind of, cold that wants to settle in to your body. And I'm just like not letting anything come in. I mixed mine with emergency. Oh, good one. Nice. I forgot about that. I should do that. I've been tired. So I actually had my coffee this morning and then I also took a 5-hour because I have been tired. I will pick up emergency today and I will do that. Yes, absolutely. And even Friday night, before I went to bed, I actually did like a shot. I poured some in a glass and kind of like did a shot of the rind juice. And I took that. Oh, thank you for the roses. So yeah, absolutely. I think that's amazing. You take it as well. We are on the same page, sweetheart. We are on the same page. I love it. Yes, I am trying to stay as healthy as possible. And I am always around germs, always around people, always breathing God's air. And I'm telling you, I have not been sick. But now that the kids are back in school, they're all sharing stuff, definitely. They're all sharing their germs. And so parents are coming home and then people at work, they're bringing those germs, but whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to freak out about it because I believe that TikTok has got miracles happening. And so definitely. And so I follow those. And my kids, oh my God, they laugh at me. They think I'm hilarious. They're like, you find everything on TikTok. And it's true, I do. There's a lot of good content on TikTok. There's a lot of funny stuff, good content, uplifting stuff. I love it. I spend a lot of time on TikTok. Good morning, Millie. So yes, so I have been doing that. And I'll tell you, I feel pretty good. So I take, the teaspoons or tablespoons, whatever it is, of the liquid, and I've got it in the refrigerator. I take it, and it's not that bad. You know what it reminds me of? Good morning. It reminds me of, what does it remind me of? The grapefruit juice that comes in the tiny little skinny cans that you could just taste the rind in? That's what it reminds me of, because it doesn't have the sugar. Oh, and I did put apple cider vinegar with the mother inside of my concoction for the lemon rinds and the grapefruit rinds. I did do that, and it doesn't taste that bad. It actually is not bad at all. So I'm pretty good with it. Oh, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate that. So yeah, so the person who was saying about my voice last week, they heard that a cold was trying to settle in, and I just said, nope, not today. So it's still a little raspy, but I was doing an angel party yesterday. So for 5 hours, I was doing angel readings for people. So my voice is a little tired. Ended up going to bed very early, getting some rest. Did not want to get up out of bed this morning. So I finally pulled myself out at 6, and then had my coffee, listened to music. I have like a little, you know, those shake plates that you can stand on, and for like 10 minutes it shakes your body like you've gone walking or jogging for 10 minutes. So I did that this morning, getting myself ready for work. I did the angel reading this morning, so I'm ready to go. I still want to be in bed, but I'm ready to go. I'm keeping moving forward. I'm going to plug along. Nighttime tonight is still far away. I'm telling you though. But here's the thing too. You need the rest. So when your body is trying to tell you to rest, you got to listen. So you got to go to bed early, do whatever you have to do. You just have to do that. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself run down and sick and do, you know, whatever. And then you have to get tested for whatever you have to get tested for, right? So I am plugging along, moving forward, and doing what I need to do, taking care of myself and being responsible for myself. So that's good. And of course, I got to go to the doctor today at 11:45. And so then what do I have to do? Oh, darn it. What am I doing? What am I saying? There we go. I'm good. So then I have to go to the doctor because I have to get, my doctor will not refill my prescriptions because I still deal with asthma. Even though I don't have a lot of asthma attacks, I still have to do what I have to do. And she won't fill them until I go and see her. So I don't want to have to deal with certain things today. So we're going to have to move forward and see how it goes. And so that's how it is. So guess what? Today's reading was amazing because as we're moving forward, as we're living our lives, doing the things that we need to do, sometimes we are stuck in our circumstances. I can't read that, Millie. Sorry, that's just too many words today. I can't read it, Millie. I'm trying to behave and not get too much attention while we're doing what we're doing because we're already getting some nonsense and I'm not participating. Good morning. So everybody knows what I do in the morning. Everybody knows what we've been doing. It's totally fine. We're all good. We're just moving forward, right? Because this is what we do. We're setting the stage for our day. No nonsense needs to enter in. We don't have time for that. We have to uplift and build and move forward. And the music that I have on my angel reading today, I really like it. I wish I could have had it really, really loud, but it will drown out the reading. So I love that. I love loud music. I really do. I enjoy it. I enjoy music, all kinds of music, loud music. I like it blaring. Even today, this morning, as soon as I know that everybody is up in my building, because there's only 3 apartments, my music goes way up and then I just enjoy it. Dancing around the kitchen and doing what I do. It's fun, right? So today is all about believing in miracles. Hey, how are you? Believing in miracles, my friends. Believe in miracles. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Does not matter what is happening right now in your life. You always need to believe that anything is possible in your world. Anything is possible. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you've been, where you're going, what you're doing, what's been happening, who's in your life, who's not in your life. You have to believe in miracles. And you know what I was thinking about? There was somebody who I was with, oh my God, almost like a year ago. It was like a year ago. And today I remembered it's been over a year since I have seen that person and when we decided to part ways. And I thought to myself, wow, what an amazing year. What an amazing year. Thank you, sweetheart, for the amen. What an amazing year. Like, it was a heartbreak, but where I've been, what I've done, how my life has shifted and changed so much in that year that I am forever grateful for that person, but then I'm also grateful for that breakup, because I would not be where I'm at right now if I was still with that person. Not at all. I would have been, my body would have looked totally different. I would have looked totally different. I would have still been struggling and living an unhappy life if I was still with that other person, because I kept picking the same type of person over and over and over. You know, like the same kind of drama, the same kind of stuff that I was finding in other people. And I'm so grateful that no matter what occurred in my life at that time, I am moving forward in directions that you just never really know. And so even in today's reading, you know, a compass card came out. When things occur in your life, when experiences happen, when, it doesn't matter what it is going on inside your world, you are learning and growing and being stretched beyond measure. You're being stretched in ways, in directions that you would have never really gone on or on your own time. You would have just kept pushing it off. And so then your angels force you to move in different directions. Force you to go through certain situations, certain things, so that you can ultimately start going in a different direction. And honestly, when I was in the shower today, I was like, oh my God, it's been over a year. Because I thought about his sister-in-law, because we're supposed to get together. And then I realized the timeline. We're already in October. And we had broken up last September. And I was like, oh my God. And I was never more happy to have a realization about something as I did in that moment. I know, it is great. I love it. So this is the stuff, you guys. I really want you to dive into your stuff. Don't stay stuck there. Just dive in. Dive in. See where you were. See where you were at in those moments. But then look at where you're at today. Get present to where you're at today. Who is in your life? What is going on? Like, you know, and you guys know that I've been doing the dating thing and online dating and stuff like that. And I've met a lot of people, not a lot of people, but you know what I mean. I feel like it's a lot, but it's really not. But a lot of those people were not for me at all on any level. Actually, one seems to be so far. And we're at the 2-week mark, so we'll see how it goes past 2 weeks, right? We'll see how tomorrow brings, how that rolls out, because it seems like there's a pattern in 2 weeks. So if I can get past the 2-week mark, I think we're good. But this person right now is an extraordinary human being, an amazing person, which I'm really grateful for. And so we'll see how that rolls out. But I'm so grateful the way things have turned out in the last year, so I can be where I'm at right now and in this moment. Like, I literally feel like everything in my world is completely shifting and changing. I feel like everything that has happened so far in my life has been absolutely amazing. And in this past year, I just can't even imagine, right? So yesterday I was doing an angel reading, an angel party in South Elgin, Illinois. And I have been in this home in the past year literally 4 times. 4 times. And I was sitting there as I'm reading these ladies. One of the ladies who I read yesterday, she put herself on a shelf because the last time I was there, the springtime, she wanted to get pregnant. And so in her reading, they said, her angel said August. She'll get pregnant in August. And guess what? She got pregnant in August. It took her a long time to get to where she's at today. And so she got pregnant in August. Oh, thank you, guys. And so then yesterday when I'm reading her, and I didn't realize it was her that I was reading, and in my vision that I saw, I'm like, oh my God, they're showing me that you put yourself on a shelf. And that's exactly what she did. She said, well, because when I was asking her questions, I said, why are you on a shelf? And she said, well, it's taken me a long time. And I said, wait a minute. and I was saying whatever I was saying, good morning. And I said to her, oh my God, you're pregnant and you put yourself on a shelf. You're not moving. You're not doing anything. You're afraid. She goes, that's exactly right. She goes, it's taken me so long to get here that I'm afraid that it's not going to follow through. And I said, oh my God, girlfriend, you are good. And so it amazes me when I'm with people, because when I read the people, it doesn't matter how many times I've read them, it's always brand new. It's always different. They're always telling me something that they, I'm channeling whatever they need to hear, and whatever's going on in that moment, they need to hear. And so when I'm realizing, oh my God, I've been here in this home 4 times in the last year. How amazing is that? Like how far I have come, that I am so dedicated to myself and what it is that I do and what I do for others, that if I was still with this other person who I thought was a match for me, I still would be spinning my wheels. I still would be struggling. I still would be following someone else and not doing what I was meant to do. And the person that I'm with today, that I hope I'm with today, we got to knock on wood, right? I'm hoping that we're definitely on the same page with a lot of things, and I can see him still doing his thing, I'm still doing my thing, as we come together and just create whatever it is that we're creating, doing what we're doing, right? And this is the stuff where when I look at my life, whatever's happened in the past, it really doesn't matter, because I'm so grateful for myself today, right? I have so much love for myself that I'm at home with myself. I'm complete with myself. I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what they say about me. Because even last week when we had people coming on a few times and they were saying their little snarky things, I really didn't care. It didn't bother me. And I was realizing more and more how far I have come, how far I have literally shifted and changed the world that I live in. And I have so much fun. And this is the stuff that reading came up on today, for our angel reading for today, was all about miracles, believing in miracles, believing in anything is possible, believing that no matter what, no matter where you've been, no matter what's gone on in your life, look at it from a different perspective. Be empowered instead of deflated. Look at your life as realizing that your compass is taking you in different directions. And a lot of times, it's because sometimes we will not move forward. When you care, you have given away your own power. Right? When you care, you have given away your own power. No, sweetheart. That is not true. You know better than that. We've already had this conversation. That's not true, because I do care. I care a lot about a lot of people. But you have to have boundaries. You cannot give your own power away, because then you are not living your truth, right? Because when you give your power away to somebody else, you are literally telling other people that you're not worthy, that they can just take whatever they need and they can just keep coming at you. And this is the thing, you're a reverend. So you got to start creating your boundaries, my friend. You have got to start really looking at your life completely different, because just because you're a man of God and I'm a woman of God, I do God's work, we have to have boundaries. And this goes for everyone. You have to have boundaries. You could be a loving, kind, wonderful human being, giving the shirt off your back to people and just giving as you give, because I give. However, I know that I love myself so much now that I have boundaries in place, that I know what is too much and I know what is just right. And so when you give too much, power and boundaries, yes. When you give too much, you are literally telling yourself that you're still not good enough. There's still a part of you that believes that you're still not good enough. So you over-deliver. And then when you realize how much you've over-delivered, sometimes there's a lot of people out there who will keep taking and taking and taking, because it's not that they're going to make changes in their life. They love your energy so much that they are willing to feed off of you, and they're not willing to make changes themselves. They're not willing to go and get their own power, their own strength, their own will. They are just going to feed off of you. And so when you are a man of God, woman of God, you have to realize God helps those who help themselves. And if you are not helping yourself, you are not making changes for yourself, God is just going to step aside and let you do you until you finally realize, oh my gosh, this is my time. This is the time for me to start doing something for myself. And I'm telling you, I struggled in my life a lot. And God kept sending beautiful angels to me, helping me to be better, helping me to get involved in self-development, helping me to read particular books and do different seminars and do the things that I needed to do for me. God always put earth angels in front of me to put me in a different direction. And I've had a lot of things happen in my life, but they've happened for me and not to me. I see that now, but I didn't see it then until I realized about these angels. I do light work as well. Of course you do. Of course you do. We all do. Oh my gosh, sweetheart, I get it. I know. Energy vampires. That's true. But here's the thing. People don't realize that they can do these things for themselves. They don't realize that they can literally pick themselves up. They have been defeated over and over and over again. They have not allowed extraordinary people to come into their lives and be like, hey, you can literally shift and change this behavior just by doing a couple of things. They don't think it's possible because they've had so many, good morning, hello. They've had so many people tell them they couldn't do something. And it's mostly the people who are closest to them. Their ancestors, their grandparents, great-grandparents, their parents, their siblings, their friends, their close friends, family friends, right? Because people always take their shit and pile it up and hand it to the next person and say, look, stay away from all of this stuff because it's never going to go for you. It's never going to go right. You're always going to be stuck. That's not true. My famous words, that may be true for you, but it is not true for me. No matter what, that may be true for you, but it is not true for me. You guys should be singing that praise over and over and over again, because I promise you, whatever is true for someone else is not true for you. There is an infinite amount of ways to do anything in your life. Anything in your life. The thing is, when somebody does something and somebody does something great, we as human beings think that's the only way to do it. And so that's the way we take it. We don't use our creativity. We don't use our brains. We just mimic what somebody else has done. And then we live the life that we live. And if it doesn't work for us, then we say, forget it, it doesn't work. However, we are supposed to be brave enough to learn how to do something our own way. So when I learned different modalities, energy work, angel readings, all of these things, my angels taught me how to do the readings that I do. They taught me how to do them. I do them the way they taught me, but I also put my own flair into it every single time. When I teach people to do angel readings the way I do them, I always tell them, you're going to learn this. However, you have to do it. Hey, good morning. You have to do it your own way. This is what they want you to know, the crux of it, but you have got to put your own flair. You have got to do it your own way. You have got to put your own soul into what you're doing. And it doesn't matter what it is that you're doing in your life, you've got to do it your way and keep moving forward, because there's infinite possibility of how you can live your life, infinite possibility of how you can help other people. But if you take on somebody else's bullshit as if it's true, even when somebody says something to you, you got to understand some of those people, a lot of those people are seeing something inside of you that they don't know how to get for themselves. So why not manipulate in a way to tear somebody down so that they start to lose the confidence inside themselves, so that they stay where they're at, and then misery loves company. People love to keep people where they're at because they don't want to miss out on who they are. So in a manipulative way, which they don't necessarily mean it to be cruel, it's just that they're not willing to take the risk. They're not willing to step forward. They're not willing to walk into the unknown. So they try to keep what they love right there with them. And we have to be smart enough to realize we cannot stay there. And sometimes if we don't know that we're not supposed to stay there, our angels, God will push us in another direction on purpose. Would you tell my hubby bank loan? I don't know what that is, sweetheart. I don't know what that is. The name, how do we find out? Wait, what? Angel guide has a name. Oh, learn from your past, but don't live in the past. Absolutely. Okay, so ask, what your angels' names are. Whatever name pops up, and it could be a weird name, it could be a common name, it doesn't matter whatever the name is. Whatever that you ask your angels and you just sit quietly, patiently, and whatever name pops up, that's the name. So call them by that name for sure. Yes, and don't live in the past. You just have to go and visit every now and again so that you can gauge where you're at in your present time, so you can see how far you've come. So you can share with another person, like, look, I've gone through this, and this. And here's the thing. You want to know how you want to know how you have healed from your past, how you have healed from situations that have occurred in your life? When you go visit your life, or you bring up something, or you go to share an experience in your life, you are not triggered, you're not charged, you're not angry, you're not crying, you're not doing any of those things. However, you could be inspired. So when you're sharing something in your life to teach somebody else that they can move forward, you might get a tear in your eye because you're so inspired by how far you have come. And that, my friends, is amazing. Sometimes I will make myself cry because I'm so inspired by how far I've come. I can talk to you about any part of my past without crying. Any part of my past. Any part. Literally. And I'm even thinking about the person who I was supposed to move to Arizona with. Any part of my past. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I am not feeling depressed or sad or feeling sorry for myself. I am literally just moving forward. And I share my experiences so that you can see, no matter what's going on in your life, you can be doing the same thing. When you can share your past with someone without getting charged or triggered, you know you have healed that part of your life. And then you get to keep moving forward. Now, it doesn't mean that one day, something's going to pop up for me and all of a sudden I'm like crying or carrying on or getting triggered by something, because that means that I have to go deeper. I'm able to go deeper into that healing because I'm strong enough to go deeper into that healing. Yes, you will be. You will be there. You will be, because here's the thing. You want to keep doing the work. I do a lot of writing. I do a lot of soul searching. I do a lot of self-development. That's why, you guys, I don't do relationship readings. I don't do those. Sometimes when you guys ask me questions, your angels will say something, but for the most part, you've got to do self-development. You've got to really look at yourself in a particular way and move forward. I know, you're going to do that. You're going to be there. There's going to be things in your life where your whole world will shift and change. Things will be different. And you're going to see whatever you've been through was for your highest good in one way or another. Because our past is our boot camp to prepare us for our future so that we can help other people. What we're here for is all about learning about relationship, learning about life, being in a relationship with ourselves, moving forward in our lives. Return to me. He has blocked me. Right now, no, not right now, not at all. If he's blocked you, he is on his own journey, on his own path, trying to figure out his own shit, which means he does not want interference, which means you have to take that and you have to honor that. You have to honor that. You guys are two independent or too dependent on each other. He's trying to claim his independence, which means you have to claim your independence and do a lot of healing and a lot of work on yourself, so that if one day you guys do come back together, that will be different. But right now, he's got to figure out his own stuff. He wants to do his own things. You just have to honor that, and you have to gain your own perspective on your own self. And again, doing self-development, looking at your life, giving yourself permission to live life differently is where you need to be and where you need to go. I promise you that. 100%. You have to love yourself. 100%. And here's the thing. I love myself. I can look in the mirror and I could be like, oh my God, like I will look in the mirror, and I do mirror work all the time. So I can look in my eyes every day. I can look in my eyes and I can be with myself. And when I do readings, there's this one woman yesterday. The last time I read her, I was reading her, and then I had to stop the reading. I was like, oh my God, you're supposed to be doing what I'm doing. And I said, our souls are having an exchange, because I could see it in her eyes. And so as she's sitting in front of me again, and we're doing it again, I was like, oh my God, you're supposed to be doing this work. We're having an exchange. Our souls are communicating. And she said, oh my God, Rita, you said that to me last time. And I was like, holy cow, because my angels wipe my brain clean so that I am always doing fresh readings for everybody. There's nothing that I can come back to and say, oh, this is it, because the cards are the cards, and however they direct it, they do it. But we had an exchange. Our souls were exchanging, and we were communicating with each other. I could feel it. She could feel it. So this is stuff where, you guys, everything is working the way it's supposed to, and we have got to do self-development on ourselves in order for us to continue to move forward, to bring new people into our world, to bring new opportunity into our world. And sometimes a breakup is what needs to happen so that we can keep moving forward in our lives. Oh my God, good morning, New Jersey. I love that. So these are the things that we need to do. These are the things that we need to realize. And self-development is so important. So when you are in this breakup, so you have to take this opportunity, sweetheart, to do the work on yourself. And you may discover that maybe you don't really want him back. Maybe what you want back is the dependency that you have. You're addicted to him, and you are addicted to what it is, that security. But you have to have the security for yourself already. Good morning. Oh my gosh, Taylor. Good morning, sweetheart. And Cooper, I love it. I love it. So you have to have that for yourself. So for me, I mean, even with the dating, right? Like, I do not want to be dependent on somebody. And a lot of times when you're trying to force an outcome, when you're trying to start a relationship, you're trying to get everything put in a row so that you have this outcome set in play. But that's not how it goes. And the person that I am dating right now, I don't have that. I don't have a desire to wrap it up in a pink bow and then toss it aside and be like, all right, well, here we're going and this is where we're at. I need to still be my independent self, doing my own independent things, as he is still doing his own independent things. And then when we come together, it's magical, it's fun, and we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to share. We laugh all the time. That's how you know you are learning and growing and being that strong person that they're attracted to. You don't want to be that for a minute and then go back to your old patterns, your own routine. You have to keep moving forward. Even this morning, I was thinking about in the shower, because I was releasing weight when I started dating this person who I was with for like a year and a half. And then by the end of it in September, I was right back where I was. So I picked up the bad eating habits. I picked up the greasy food. I picked up, the ice cream, because he had bad habits too. And it's like I picked all that stuff back up. And I was like, oh my God, that is not me. And so here I am now with where I'm at today, doing the things that I'm doing, and I'm still doing it. I'm still moving forward. I'm still keeping myself and enhancing who I am and where I want to be. The Philippines! Welcome, sweetheart. I love it. Thank you for being here. So these are the things that you want to keep doing. When you go back to old patterns, you have not healed yet. You're still going back in a place where it's not healthy for you. So for me, I am moving forward, and I'm really proud of the accomplishments. And that is why I share what I share. This is why I will share every time I fall back, every time that, I'm not really moving forward. I will share that. I will literally tell on myself. And when you take responsibility for yourself and you share it out loud, you can only move forward. You cannot unlearn stuff. You cannot unlearn. Otherwise, you have to be responsible for falling back and staying stuck. So I always tell on myself, I always realize that I am the common denominator in any area of my life. And if it's not going the way I want, what am I doing? Am I afraid to move forward? Am I afraid to do something? What is it that I'm doing that is keeping me held back? What is it that I'm doing that's keeping me stuck? And I have to be responsible for that. When, I let people take advantage, which I don't do that anymore. What am I doing? What is it that I'm trying to prove? What am I supposed to heal from? And that's how that life goes. Do I do fertility? I do not do fertility. However, there's things about you've got to look at. I don't do fertility. I really don't. However, your angels will let you know things. Your fertility, you are held back. They're telling you to do acupuncture. So whatever's going on with you, it's coming from past lives, and you have to open up your energy centers. And if I were you, I would definitely do some acupuncture for you. All right, sweethearts, I love you. Thank you, sweetheart. You're amazing. Mwah. We should get connected and exchange information so that we can keep each other going, because I would love to learn from you. I'm telling you, I'm so inspired by you. So, all right, you guys, mwah, have an amazing day. Have a safe day. I love you guys as well. We'll see you later. I got to go live the lap of luxury and go to work. Bye, guys.